Our next honoree is a woman of extraordinary willfulness. She is an organizer. She's a motivator. She's also a teacher. For the residents of public housing across this country, though, she is a savior. Her name is Bertha Gilkey, and she knows what it feels like to be written off. When she was growing up, she was always told, like a lot of us were, she was told she wasn't pretty, she was told she wasn't smart, that she'd never amount to anything. With all that self-esteem deflating baggage, it's really difficult to know just what it was that allowed Bertha Gilkey to beat the odds, but she did. Her journey toward self-realization and empowerment began in the early 60s when she and her mother moved into Cochran Gardens, a St. Louis housing project. Now, Bertha was just 11 years old then, and Cochran was a well-tended community at that time, but as the years passed and more poor families moved in, the services began to decline. And by the mid-70s, Cochran had, in Bertha's words, gone from being a neighborhood to a project. Between the vandalism and the gangs, and things got so bad at Cochran that city officials decided there was only one thing to do: tear it down. It was this decision that spurred Bertha Gilkey to action. And so she organized the tenants at Cochran, and collectively they took back control of their homes from the gangs. And she turned renters into homeowners. She restored a sense of pride and a sense of security. She says,
we changed the people. We changed the thinking of the people. If people are urinating on elevators that are not renovated, when you renovate them, they're going to keep urinating. We sit down with our people and we re-educate our people.
What is it going to take for us to take on some responsibility? That's what we're talking about this morning, y'all. Ain't no free rides no more. The free rides are over. Say 1960. Telling y'all, it's a new day. People don't care about poor folks no more. And unless we begin to work to help our people change, they are going to be dead.
So for the past 16 years, Bertha Gilkey has been the driving force behind the tenant management movement that has successfully turned around nearly 16,000 public housing units across this country. That is unbelievable. Her work has been publicly acknowledged by the president, and hundreds have made a path to her door to learn from her example. For her tireless efforts in the field of public housing, for improving the quality of life for so many people, for spreading hope where there was despair, we are proud to honor Bertha Gilkey with a 1992 Essence Award.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to give honor to God, who's the head of my life. To my mother, Emma Green, who's not here to accept the award with me tonight. I would also like to give special thanks to Essence for caring enough to give me this prestigious award. I love you, Susan Taylor. I love you, Essence. I would also like to say that this award represents to the world that no one should be judged by their source of income or where they live. This Essence Award proves that given the adequate training, vision, pride, self-esteem, hard work, and yes, perseverance, you can move from the bottom to the top. you, Essence.
One of the keys to survival is the ability to cope. And nothing, I think, enhances one's coping abilities better than a sense of humor. Our next guest, I think, has to be a master at handling rough times because he seems to be able to find humor in just about everything. Please welcome the brain damaged himself. His mom and dad has always known he was brain damaged. And now the world knows he is Sinbad.
First of all, this is too bad, baby. This woman is just too bad. It's just too bad. I mean, a lot of us talk about what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a change, the revolution. Brother said, I'm going out and take the projects back. That's what I'm going to do. Got to respect a black woman like that. Thank you for having strong black women like that, because when you have strong black women, it make men get up. We go like, well, Bertha going out there. I'm going to have to... Hold up, Bertha. We with you, baby. Hold up. That's one thing about black women. They do not wait. Hey, y'all going to go? Y'all going? Yeah, I'm going. Y'all out. You can't sit there, well, let's talk about this. Let's make it work. Let's have a plan. I got a plan. I want to thank Suzanne Taylor for letting me come out and do this, because I know they was nervous. Well, you know, Sinbad dog women sometimes. I don't know. And I said, you know, I talk about women, but I talk about truth. I talk about relationships, but tonight is the night for women. So tonight I want to uplift the black women out here. All I want to do is say this before I get started. If one more woman walk up on me and say I look just like Denzel Washington, I have my own look. I look like this before Denzel tried to copy what I do. That's why I grew my goatee, so people could tell the difference between the two of us. You know, man, that's why, I mean, I hate standing next to Denzel. Denzel, I know the boy's name. I just hate standing next to her. Women said, Denzel, that's how you say it? I was standing there and I'm thinking, you know, I'm somebody, I'm Sinbad. People go like, I thought they was waving at me. Denzel. Samalay. Yeah, man. So I tell you, man, out here, I tell you, man, what's good about strong sisters, man. Because, see, I grew up in a home where I had a strong mother. I had a mother and a father. So I ain't going to put my father out of the picture now. But mothers are special people, too. Mothers are the only people that can instigate, get you beat, that have to save your life. They are the only, y'all mothers, please explain it to me. You tell on us and then have to go stop the man from beating us. Why don't you just whoop us? Don't tell the man. My mother be like, guess what he did, Don? Don, guess what he did? My father, oh, yeah, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Oh, Lord, don't kill him. I said, well, Mama, why don't you just keep it a secret? I love you, baby. I had to stop him. Mothers, man, strong people, man. And mothers don't play. What I like about black mothers, they'll beat anybody's child. See, if you live in a black neighborhood, I'm going to tell people to understand, if you live in a black neighborhood, you can't mess up in nobody's house. See, and these young kids nowadays don't understand. See, some of these older women, don't set them off, because they have flashback. They look for stuff. Don't mess with these older black women. They strong. You see them shopping. You don't see no older black. They be in the mall. Hey. My mother's a proud woman, man. And I like about my mother used to take us. Y'all remember rummage sales? I know some of y'all trying to act like you ain't never been. Because you got jobs now. But you've been to a garage sale or two. You know what I'm talking about. For those who know what a garage sale is, that's going to somebody's house you know and buying his old clothes. Embarrassing, please. My mother had a way with dignity, even going to a garage sale. We would sit in the car, 6 kids in the family. We'd sit in the car. Mama, don't make us get out. Hey, do you have a job? Well, I suggest you get out and try some of these clothes on hanging up. And men, know what we got to do, men? I'm telling you, men, black men, we got to form groups like women. When women have a problem, they get together. They get a group, an 800 number. They call each other. Men, you got to get a subscription to Essence Magazine. You got to learn what's going on. And women, I'm going to say this. Women, I've read some of the letters to the editor. Some of y'all know the answers before you write. I saw one letter. Dear editor, my man hasn't been back in 8 years, and I can't find him. Should I give up on him? Yes! The man ain't coming back. You don't need help. You need a man. You don't need help. I want to say to everybody, thank you so much. I want to say to Bertha Gilkey, you are a great, great role model. I mean, even for men and women. You keep doing what you're doing. And I'll tell you what, I'm proud to be a black man with all these black women out here. Thank you. Good night.
Performances by all the Winans, Bill Cosby, and In Vogue when we return to the Essence Awards.